Here is a list of numbers. We've got 6, 4, 8, 9, 4 and 3. And in part A we need to work out the median. The median is the middle number when we line them all up in order. So firstly, if we get all these numbers in order, so I'm going to look for the smallest one, which is 3. So if I cross that off, we're going to have 3. And the next one, okay, so we've got 4 and 4. So if I cross those off, we've got 4 here and 4 here. The next biggest one is this 6 here. Then we got this 8, and then we got this 9. So what we've got here is all the numbers from up here, but just in ascending order. So the median is the middle number. So to work this out, what we're going to do is we're going to go from each side to work out where the middle is. So if I cross one off this side, we'll cross one off here. One off here, one off here. Okay, so we're now left in quite an interesting situation because we've got two numbers. So if I cross this one and this one off, well, there'll be no numbers left. So we're actually going to have to look in between these numbers here. And just by looking at that, you might be able to work out that that's 5. But let's pretend these were a bit more complicated numbers. How you do it is you take both the numbers, so add them up. So we got 4 and 6, and we divide them by 2. Because what we're doing here is we're taking the mean of the numbers, and that gives us 5. So when we take the mean of two numbers, that gives us a number bang in the middle. So the median is 5. So we got our first mark for ordering the numbers, and the second mark for the correct answer of 5. Aisha picks at random one of the numbers. And in part B, we need to work out what the probability is that she picks an odd number. Okay, so I've just written out the list of numbers here to make it a bit easier, but it's exactly the same as what we had in part A. So how many do we have in total? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got in total 6 numbers. And how many of those are odd? So is this one odd? Nope, nope, nope. Yes, no, yes. So only 2 of the numbers are odd. We've got 9 and 3. So we've got 6 numbers in total with 2 of them being odd. So the probability that she picks an odd number, she's got a 2 in 6 chance. So we're going to write it like a fraction like that. And if we get that correct answer there, we get 2 marks. So now we're told that Clara has 5 cards. There is a number on each card, and 2 of the numbers are hidden. The mode of the 5 numbers is 3, and the mean of the 5 numbers is 5. We need to work out the 2 numbers that are hidden. So I'm going to label these cards so we know what we're talking about. So I'm going to call this card X, and this one over here Y. We're going to look at this line first. The mode of the 5 numbers is 3. So the mode is essentially saying the most common. So this is basically saying the most common number within the 5 of them is 3. Currently, out of the cards that we know the value of, we've got 1, 3, 1, 8, 1, 5. So within those 3, they're all equally as common. But since we know the mode of the 5 numbers is 3, this means that at least one of these has to be 3. So either our X card here or our Y card. I'm going to say our X one is here. So I'm just going to label up here 3. We're now going to take a look at our other line. The mean of the 5 numbers is 5. So we get the mean when we add up all of the numbers and divide by how many there are. So we do 3 plus 3 plus 8 plus 5 plus Y divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do that down here. We're going to have 3 plus 8 plus 5. So those are all the cards we've worked out so far. And we've still got the one that we don't know. I'm just going to call that Y. And we're going to divide that by how many there are. There are 5 in total. And we're told that that equals 5. What we've created is an equation. So we can solve this equation to work out the value of Y. So I'm going to make this a little bit neater. If we add up these numbers, 3 plus 3 plus 8 plus 5 is 19. So we can say, okay, that's 19 plus Y divided by 5 equals 5. Now I don't like this 5 down here very much. So what we can do is if we multiply 5 to both sides. So at the top here, I'm going to multiply by 5. And if I do something on this side, I have to do it on this side as well. So multiply it by 5. This 5 and this 5 cancel, leaving me with 19 plus Y equals 5 times 5, which is 25. Lastly, if I subtract 19 from both sides, Y is 25 minus 19, which is 6. So our final answer is the 2 hidden numbers. We've got a 3 and a 6. And we have 1 mark for our working and 1 mark for the correct answer of 3 and 6.